What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Nation Media, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon X and Y Battle Spot Live. This is episode number 113, and coming into today, we are sitting nice and pretty at a 47 game differential. 137 and 90 is our exact record. We're bringing some different stuff today. We have a fresh new team, and I'm going to go over that in a second for you guys, but before we jump into that, just a friendly little reminder like I do at the beginning of every single episode. If you haven't done so already and you would like to show some support to the channel and the series and all that fun stuff, it only takes a couple seconds to click that thumbs up button right below this video, or leave your thoughts in the comment section below if you have suggestions or Pokemon you want to see, or whatever it may be. The comment section is a great place for that. And I will just really quick say thank you to you guys that stop by every day. A lot of you show your support in the comments every single day. You leave something positive down there, and I just want to say you guys are appreciated. You guys are awesome. That is what keeps me going. And then there's a lot of silent supporters as well, so you guys are cool too. So, let's take a look at the team here. We have Focus Sash, Cacturn, Swords Dance, pretty standard, but I haven't used one this gen, so I decided, you know what, I need to jump on the Cacturn bandwagon. Let's do it. So that's what we're doing. Then we have Crocodile, which it seems like I use like every other week. It's like I'm bringing Crocodile again, but this time I decided to go offensive because the one that I typically use is more of a defensive build. So we decided to go, and by we I mean me, I decided to go for a Choice Scarf build this time around. Then we have Physically Defensive Slowbro with the Rocky Helmet for things like Talonflame and Kangaskhan. We have Assault Vest Metagross, which I've used a couple of times. Not to great success, it's just done okay, and I kind of needed a steel type, so I decided to go with that, and I needed priority as well, so Bullet Punch is always good, coming off that massive attack stat of Metagross. Then we have a little bit of some interesting Pokemon down below. Typhlosion is actually not choiced. I gave it the Charcoal because I want to be able to burn things, switch moves. It still increases the power of Eruption, but we can switch to things like Focus Blast if need be. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works out. I wanted to give it a Choice Scarf or Specs or something, but I already had a Choice Scarf user in Crocodile, and I wanted to stay away from the two Choice users because I tend to always bring them on the same team. Anyway, and the final Pokemon, you're seeing that correctly, it's supposed to not have an item because it's just your standard offensive, physically offensive Archeops. Well, I don't know if it's standard, but it's packing the Acrobatics. So I decided to not give it an item, because Flying Gem is not a thing. So we're going to be looking for a battle here, and we're going to see what we can do. We're on like a 6-game winning streak or something. I'm expecting that to come to an end in this episode. I really am. We have somebody from the United States, from California, who says, F you guys. Alright, well, I was with you for being an American, and not with you with your message so much. Level 40 Gengar, Pidgeot without an item, Shedinja without an item at level 21, so he's going to bring a Charizard, Greninja, and Gourgeist. Interesting stuff. Alrighty. Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and... Let's see here. What do I want to bring? We have a couple of options. I'll bring the Crocodile. No, that's not Crocodile. That is not Crocodile. There's the Crocodile. We'll bring the Metagross, and we'll bring Archeops, I guess. Because Archeops should be able to handle that Gourgeist, I would think. Well, Typhlosion could probably handle it too. But Typhlosion can't handle the Greninja. Cannot handle the Greninja. We could go with Cacturn, but I don't really feel like bringing two dark types. That just doesn't seem necessary. So we'll bring the Archeops. Crocodile, Metagross, Archeops, straight physical attackers. I don't know how well it's going to work out. That's Charizard X. That could be a problem. We shall see. But I do have Stone Edge on the Crocodile, so that might be something that I need to use. I should outspeed the Charizard if it's Mega. With Archeops as well, so it can come in and Stone Edge that, as he's going to lead off with the Greninja. And it's very possible that this thing is Focus Sash, but if it's not, it's going to die to an EQ here, because nobody seems to ever think that, well, I could go for a superpower, but he's got the Gourgeist, so that's probably not the best thing in the world. I don't know if you're going to predict me to be Scarf, but most people do not seem to think that Crocodile would be Scarf, so they like to leave their faster things in, and they end up just dying. So, we're going to hope that that happens this time around. We're just going to click Earthquake, and he does stay in. The question is, are you Focus Sash Greninja? Wow, no, he just survives, and he's not even Protean. And he's still gonna kill me in one hit. I've never seen a Greninja live that before. It almost always takes him down to Sash. That's a bit interesting. Well, now we don't have much of a choice but to go into Metagross. I was not expecting him to survive that. I really was not. Now, the Bullet Punch should be blatantly obvious, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because that's my only play. So we'll see if he wants to switch out here. That would probably be a good play on my opponent's part. Just because he has a team that looks like it's in-game doesn't mean that he's not a good player. That's, you know, not something that I want to do. I don't want to underestimate people, because that's how you get in trouble. That's definitely how you get in trouble. He's taking some time thinking about his move. Maybe he's not sure if Metagross gets Bullet Punch. I don't know. That would... I mean, if he's a good player, he has to know Bullet Punch is coming. He is just going to stay in. He decided that either maybe I was going to over-predict and not go for the Bullet Punch, or that he just doesn't need Greninja anymore. And that's a huge threat out of the way. Charizard is likely to come out next. And I really can't afford... Oh, no, he has Gengar. Okay, well, with my Assault Vest, I can definitely take this thing on. And it's only at level 40, so I'm just going to Zen Headbutt you. Did you have an item? I don't know if you had an item. Maybe you're Mega? But I'm just going to go for the Zen Headbutt regardless. Yeah, he is Mega, so I could have went for the EQ. And it's not as powerful as Zen Headbutt because Zen Headbutt is stab, but there's the accuracy issue that really freaking scares me. And he's going for the payback even though he's faster. Why do you have payback on a Gengar? Alright, he's probably not competitive. I mean, I guess the non-Protean Greninja should have given it away, but that is a dead Gengar. Even if he was at level 50, he would have been a dead Gengar. But I should have been able to survive a hit regardless because I had the Assault Vest. Now the Charizard is going to come out. And it's going to come down to whether Archeops can hit a... Well, you can't Mega Evolve, can you? No, because you Mega Evolved your... Whatchamacallit? Your Gengar. We're going to go for Zen Headbutt here. And we should be able to survive a hit, like I said, because Assault Vest Metagross is like the bulkiest thing on the face of the earth. Because Metagross's natural physical defense is actually quite high. And it has decent HP. It's a very naturally bulky Pokemon. You don't have to invest a lot in its defenses or HP to make it be able to take hits. The Assault Vest further amplifies that ability. And it really works well for Metagross because we have the, you know, added weaknesses to Ghost and Dark this gen as he pulls off the Dragon Rage. Alright, so it's very safe to say that this person is not a competitive player. And we'll just go for the Meteor Mash, doesn't really matter. Now he's going to go for the Flare Blitz and kill himself and me, possibly. From that range, I might just die to that. Yep, I do. So we're going to pick up the win here, 1-0, as Charizard... Okay, I was about to say, it almost looked like he wasn't going to go down to that recoil. But nonetheless, that's going to be a 1-0 victory for us. We're going to get up to a record of 138. And 90. So that is a 48 game differential. I don't know if I would, you know, really be inclined to count that because it clearly was not competitive. But I'm going to anyway. I'm not going, or I am going to. I don't know what I just said. Just ignore me. Just ignore me. Let's hit challenge. And I'll choose music 10. Why not? Not that it matters. We're not listening to the actual in-game audio anyway. I'm not a big fan of the in-game audio. I don't like the music selections this gen for the most part. There's a couple tracks that I like, but yeah. Alright, we got somebody from Japan here. From Saitama. I probably said that wrong. Here we go. Garchomp, Gyarados, Gengar, Wobbuffet, Porygon 2, and Sylveon. This is the team that I would expect to see on Battle Spot. And let's see. His team kind of gets pooped on by Crocodile. With the exception of that Sylveon. Definitely. Let's see here. I think that Archeops outspeeds his entire team, so we can just... well, no, I think we speed tie with Gengar. Yes. Alright, let's see what I want to do here. I think I want to bring the Slowbro, because otherwise Garchomp can just kill everything on my team. Pretty sure. Alright, so we're going to lead off with the Slowbro, I want to say. I don't know. I really don't know. We'll lead off with Crocodile again. We'll bring the Slowbro. And the question is, do I want to bring the Archeops or do I want to bring the Cacturn? Decisions. Let's see. What can Cacturn do? Seed Bomb the Sylveon. He can knock off, or doesn't have knock off. That's Shiftry. You can do Seed Bomb on Porygon 2, I guess, or Drain Punch. Sucker Punch the Gengar. You can... I mean, at least everything takes neutral damage from Seed Bomb, so there's that. Archeops, on the other hand, can Aerial Ace some things. That has some potential. I guess we'll lead off with... or not lead off. We'll bring Cacturn. I don't want to bring, like, 2 of the same Pokemon that we brought in the first battle. That's kind of just silliness. We have 6 Pokemon for a reason. We might as well mix it up a little bit. Even if we get a loss, it's not the end of the world. We're not all about only getting victories. We're here for fun as well, and we want to see some interesting Pokemon in action. So that's what we're going to do. Out comes the Crocodile, leading things off again for us. A little bit disappointed in the fact that it couldn't take out a freaking Greninja last time around, as he's going to get an Intimidate off. I don't like that. And if you have Dragon Dance, we're kind of screwed here, I would think. I would love to go into Cacturn to predict a Waterfall. I'm not sure if you're going to go for it. I kind of want to just predict a Dragon Dance and go into Cacturn. Or, I'm sorry, and go for the knockoff and then go into Cacturn afterwards is what I'm trying to say. So, I'm going to actually... I'm going to go for the knockoff here. I want to get rid of your item. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, he's Mega. Okay, well, this is a disaster. Great. Great. I have not seen many Mega Gyarados on Battle Spot, but unfortunately, this is the one we run into. Knockoff is going to do absolutely nothing. That was pathetic, and he's going to get a Dragon Dance off. And that is scary because Mega Gyarados is extremely, extremely good on Battle Spot. It really is. Now, the question is, are you going to go for Waterfall, or are you going to go for another... You're going to go for more shenanigans. I'm going to go into Cacturn here. I really think you're not going to just pull an Ice Fang, or an EQ even. That just doesn't seem like what you want to do. If anything, it's Dragon Dance or Waterfall. Dragon Dance or Waterfall. He goes for another Dragon Dance. Getting a little greedy, figuring I might switch, or I guess he just has nothing to really fear. And he had no way to know what other Pokemon I had. At this point, Seed Bomb is probably my best bet. Let's see. Or Drain Punch. Drain Punch has a lot of possibility here. I don't know that he's going to want to switch and waste all of his boosts. If I Swords Dance and he attacks, that's the end of me, basically. We don't want that. I'm going to go for the Seed Bomb. It hits everything on his team neutrally. He is going to go for the Ice Fang, and that's going to take us down to Sash. We need to hope that we don't get frozen or have any flinching activities. Flinching activities are bad. There's a Seed Bomb. We'll see how much that does. This should do a nice chunk. And I think that's in a range where Sucker Punch will kill. And I'm going to go for it. As obvious as it is, I'm going for it. And he does go for an attack. Can that take out the Gyarados? It can. So Cacturn taking out the Mega Gyarados. I like that a lot. Because it was +2 and it was dangerous. It was one dangerous Pokemon. Huge threat removed, and no more Intimidates either. Now we have Porygon 2 coming out here, and he's going to get the special attack raise, unfortunately. I really don't have a switch into this, so I'm going to get a nice little Drain Punch off. Oh, wait. I was about to say, did I outspeed? That did pathetic damage. Oh my gosh. Is that physically defensive? Or that's just terrible. This is why I don't like Porygon 2. One of my least favorite Pokemon. It's just, ever since last gen when Eviolite was introduced, it's just become a complete nuisance. Now, let's see here. Do I want to go out into the Crocodile and get a knockoff off because an Ice Beam will surely kill? Is it that important? Is it really that important? I guess. I really don't have anything else I can do. I can go for Scald Burns, but that's not really going to help me. That's not going to finish off this Porygon 2. I would not be surprised to see this thing just demolish the rest of my team, honestly. Because he has a special attack raise thanks to download. And there goes the Eviolite as he goes for the Trick Room. Well, that is not something that I enjoy so much. I'm going to get out of here. I'm not going to knock off again. And I obviously would not outspeed anyway, so I would just die. Might as well go into Slowbro. At least I have it. I'm pretty sure Slowbro will outslow Porygon 2. At least I hope. If not, then something's wrong. This might still be a 2-hit KO. Yep, that's a solid 2-hit KO, and I don't have lefties. Well, that is the match, pretty much. I can't stall out anything. Because that was only the second turn of Trick Room. If I switch in Crocodile here and let it die, what good would that do? I really don't know. I really don't know what good that would do. I think we're just at a loss here. Even if I manage to stall out the Trick Room, I don't think we're going to be able to... I don't think we're going to be able to take this thing out. I mean, we can switch out to get the Regenerator, and then come in with the... Okay, let's try that. That's really the only way that I can think of to win here. If I just leave Slowbro in, he dies, and then Crocodile will die, and it's just not a good time. So, out comes the Crocodile, and he's just going to spam Tri-Attack here because there's really no reason for him not to. And thankfully, that's not a KO, but of course, he gets the Paralysis. So now the Choice Scarf is moot, and I was counting on that. Alright, well this is definitely just a lost cause at this point. I'll go for the Superpower in the off chance that he goes to recover. We outspeeded. Did the Trick Room wear off? Or, oh no, I outslow him because of the Paralysis, and we get a crit. Okay, so the Paralysis actually was not really hacks on the side that I thought it was. We're going to get a Moxie boost. And if he has... Let's see. If he has Gengar or Sylveon. And he has the Sylveon. And I'm locked into Superpower. That's just awesome. Alright, well we have to go for Superpower again here. As we do outspeed because Trick Room is still a thing. And we'll see how much this does. That does absolutely pathetic damage. And we're going to get KO'd by a Moonblast or Hyper Voice. There's the Hyper Voice. Sylveon picking up a KO here. And we shall see how this goes. As Slowbro is going to come back in, the Twisted Dimensions are returning to normal. We're almost back up to full health. Almost. Now, let's see here. Do I want to go for the Scald Burns? Does it matter? I don't think it matters. I have to go for T-Wave, I guess. There's the Hyper Voice coming through. That's going to be an easy 2-hit KO. Okay, never mind. It's a 1-hit KO. That's probably Specs. Oh my gosh, that did so much damage. I thought we had a chance to at least survive one of those, get a T-Wave off, and then, because we'd probably be faster at that point, we could get a Slack off, and we were still going to need help from a fully, para thingamajiggy to actually win the match. So my opponent definitely deserved that win because it would have been hacks that won us the match there. So that is the first loss for us in quite a while, and I'm perfectly fine with that. If we lose 2 or 3 more in a row, I am not really upset about that at all because we went on a tear there with 7 wins in a row. So that's going to bring our record to a let's see, 138. And 91. That should be the correct record. Alright, so there we go. Still a 47 game differential after a 1-1 record today. And that's going to be it for this time. So we have 2 more episodes with this team. We'll try to tear off some more wins coming up in the following episodes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you're leaving a like, rating, or a comment, or whatever else you would like to do. And I will see you all next time. But until then, game on.